Greetings everyone, this is Judge Lackman, and in this video I'll be speaking about the third eye chakra, the energy center that's located in the forehead area. This is the energy center that relates to vision, so it affects both our physical sight, our eyes and vision in that sense, as well as our psychological or mental vision, how we're seeing and perceiving things in our life experience. And those two areas can influence or interrelate with one another. So if our vision in the psychological sense is distorted or blocked, it may lead to some type of physical symptom related to the eyes, related to some impairment or distortion of your physical sight or vision. In terms of working on clearing and opening the third eye, it is vital to work on those psychological issues that we may carry that are leading us to not see things clearly. So if we carry any unconscious belief systems, any thought patterns that are filtering the way we look at life, distorting how we see things, then that's going to affect what's happening in our life here in the present. Often we have experiences from our past that were challenging for us to process. In some way we weren't ready or willing to see things as they actually were. So we created some type of distorted, some type of imbalanced story in our mind about what was occurring at that time. Or we may have suppressed the memory of a particular experience. Sometimes people have amnesia because they're completely blocking out the memory of an experience. There might have been something very distressing or painful that they don't want to look at or process. However, as long as they're unwilling to actually look at it and process it and see it clearly from a higher perspective, from a more soul-based or more spiritually based perspective, then whatever limited or dysfunctional perspective they may have had at the time of the experience will continue to operate to influence that person. So it's helpful to be able to reflect on those experiences so we could start to see them more from a more holistic or spiritually based perspective. This is a key element of healing many issues that we may carry from our past. When we're a child, and even as we're growing up and becoming an adolescent or an adult, we carry many forms of programming or belief systems that have been given to us or directed toward us by our family, by our culture, by institutions of our society, such as schools and religions. Also, the influence of our peers, in particular as we grow older, as we are interacting more with other children or with other teenagers as an adolescent. So we start to take on all of those different beliefs and ideas that other people around us may hold, and often their perspectives are rather distorted or limited. So we just kind of absorb them like a sponge, and we carry those same perspectives ourselves and let those perspectives be the filter through which we perceive our own experiences. However, our soul always carries its higher wisdom, and it's there seeking to help us grow and evolve so that we can shift and start to align ourselves more with that higher perspective to help us, in a sense, embody our soul more fully here in the human experience. So as we open up our spirituality, as we shift our way of looking at things, as our philosophy becomes more elevated, more aware, or more holistic in that sense, then we have the power to transform the way we see things. This will have an effect on our aura, on our energy field, and so it will naturally tend to clear and open up the third eye, the brow chakra, the chakra which in Sanskrit is called Ajna. This chakra is often represented by a dark blue color, an indigo blue color. So if you're working on opening and clearing that chakra, you might do a meditation where you visualize light or energy radiating through that center and having that color of a bright blue or indigo blue filling that energy center. Some people like to meditate with crystals, so those bright, darker blue colored crystals are often used for this chakra, something like a sodalite, lapis lazuli. And of course we can use sound. Sound creates vibration that resonates through our body and our energy field. So you might vocalize, you might tone or chant particular sounds. It might be vowel sounds or mantras. And as you chant or tone those sounds, you can bring your focus of attention to your eyes and to the third eye, that energy center in the brow area, in the forehead, and just feel that vibration as it pulses through that energy center with the intention to help things open up more, to expand that energy center and expand your perception. There are also things we can do physically with our lifestyle, with diet and nutrition, that can help open up that energy center. Many of you may have heard things about how the pineal gland, the endocrine gland that's associated with the third eye, can become calcified as a result of exposure to environmental chemicals or toxins. So if we want to clear that up on the physical level as well, we can use kind of a cleansing diet that has a broad spectrum of minerals. So sea vegetation is actually very good for helping open up the pineal gland and the third eye. Things like blue-green algae, kelp, dulse, brown seaweed extract, wakame, nuri, so those different forms of sea vegetation can be useful to add to your diet. Also, the darker blue types of fruits and berries. So blueberries are very good for helping clear the nervous system, for helping with vision and the third eye. Bilberry, that's another berry that people often use to help with vision. Also, some things that help clear chlorine and fluoride from the body can be beneficial. So iodine, which is present in many seaweeds. And of course, limiting your exposure to those types of chemicals and using a diet that is essentially a lighter, more cleansing type of diet overall. So consuming less animal foods and more raw vegetarian or vegan foods, that can help your body cleanse itself. So that particular approach can benefit with clearing the third eye, since you're opening up pineal gland more, which enables the brain apparatus and the vision center of the body to function more efficiently and to help your conscious mind connect more with deeper levels of your consciousness. The pineal gland actually relates to the connection between the left and right hemispheres of the brain, which that connection or communication helps facilitate our access to higher sensory perception, to our clairvoyant abilities. So we can work on cleansing things physically as well as emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and that will enable us to function with our so-called third eye, or brow chakra, more active, more balanced, and clear. We want to use this energy center in concert with the rest of our energy system. So your vision is something that you want to have connected to your heart, to your throat, to your solar plexus, your crown, and so on, to be essentially a more balanced and whole being, where your vision is guided by compassion, by a desire for truth and understanding, for service to your soul and that higher intelligence. For those that are interested in spirituality, holistic health, energy healing, and related topics, I invite you to view my website, which is phinsights.com. That's phinsights.com. You can learn there even more about the healing services that I facilitate, different workshops and events as well, to support you on your personal growth or healing journey. For now, I'd like to wish each of you a wonderful day. Namaste.